Hey, what's going on, everybody? www.themanmindset.com. It's Monday, so you know I gotta rep my Cowboys because y'all get the pleasure of watching America's team play football tonight. All right, that's what we're talking about. Anyway, what I want to talk to you guys about today is what is known as the uncontrollable male, man. This is being brought to you by themanmindset.com. Guys, don't forget we got shows all day Tuesday, so make sure y'all cop that and check that out. But what I want to talk to y'all about, which is very important, is control. Now, a lot of guys always say, well, how do I get a woman to want me? Or how do I get a woman to find interest in me? And it is very easy and very simple, and this is what I want to talk about. See, a lot of guys out there, they don't know or don't understand about the uncontrollable man. You see, when it comes to women, when you meet a woman or you get with a woman, so many guys out there are so busy trying to fulfill what a woman wants and not what a woman needs. And the thing is that hurt a lot of you guys. I know y'all gonna tell me put my seatbelt on. Just be patient with me. I need y'all to see this star right here. But what happens with a lot of you guys out there is that when you meet a woman, she's either going to be in control or she's going to lose control. And 99.9 times when a man meets a woman who doesn't know who he is as a man, she is always going to be in control. Not by what you do for a living, not by what kind of car you have or what kind of job you have or how many degrees you may have. The thing that puts her in total control is based off of your behaviors, gentlemen. It is how you behave. All right, man. I know y'all gonna be like, man, Steve, can you please just put on your seatbelt? Motherfucker, hold on, man. God damn, hold on. 1 second. Put the seatbelt on 1 second. Oh, man. All right. I know. Y'all should drive safe, yada, yada, yada. All right. Seatbelt on. But you still can see the star. Anyway, so what I was saying was women love to be in control because they know they're getting their wants fulfilled. And let me talk about that through your behaviors. It is your behaviors that are the key, the catalyst between control and non-control with a woman. Let me give you some examples. See, when a lot of you guys, when you first meet a woman and everything, she's just going to sit back and watch what you do. Because everything that you say and everything that you're going to do is, she doesn't care about all that. What she's looking for are certain type of behaviors that you're going to do that she's accustomed to. She's accustomed to men that when they meet her, they walk on eggshells. The kind of guy that is always trying to make her happy. The kind of guy that would do anything for her. The kind of guy that will always put her on a pedestal. The kind of guy that will always try to buy his way in through drinks, dinners, and all that other bullshit. Speaking of bullshit, the kind of guy that will allow her to walk all over him and he won't speak up for himself. See, when you have those kind of behaviors, a woman 9 times, really 10 times out of 10 is in control. She is in control of her environment, meaning that she dictates the relationship. She dictates when you're going to have sex. She's going to dictate when you're going to take her out. She's going to dictate where you're going to take her out. She's going to dictate when you can talk to her, when you can text her, and when you can see her. Because your behaviors are giving her the control, because she knows through your behaviors what you are doing is you are doing everything you can to fulfill her wants. If y'all been listening to the shows lately, y'all can see that I've been talking about those romance novels and all that other stuff that women love to read and watch, 50 Shades of Grey and all that other stuff, because all of that stuff connects. Now, I had a guy send me an email last night. He listened to, he listened to both of them, and there's another one I haven't even dropped, but he listened to me going online and just going online to the chat room, and I had at least, 15 to 20 women throwing themselves at me, and they never saw me. They just heard what I said. Remember, the thing about the uncontrollable man, and this is very important to understand, is that not only does he speak with thunder, he types, texts, talks, everything he does is with thunder. But what makes the uncontrollable man so much adored and needed by a woman, not wanted, but needed by a woman, is the fact that the uncontrollable man makes the woman do the one thing that the regular guy can't do, and that is lose control. See, when you're a woman and you always have been in control, controlling the dates, controlling the dinners, knowing that the guy you're with, he's walking on eggshells, he'll do anything for you, he'll sit on and be a shoulder to cry on, he'll let you talk about other guys around him. When you are in that kind of control, it gets boring to a woman. Now, don't get me wrong, she likes the control. But there's nothing like losing control and not knowing who you are and what you're doing. See, when a woman gets with a man, what we call the uncontrollable man. The uncontrollable man is a guy that will never seek her permission. Never. The uncontrollable man is the one who will never walk on eggshells. The uncontrollable man is the one that is not going to put on his Paul Bunyan shirt. He's not going to get his ox blue. He's not going to get an axe, and he's not going to run down to the redwood forest and chop down a tree to build a pedestal. How can he when he's sitting on the throne? The uncontrollable man will never allow disrespect. The uncontrollable man will never try to buy his way in because he can just stand on his own principles, his own narrative, his last name. These are the things that draw women into needing you and not wanting to be with you. See, a lot of guys don't understand there is a difference between wants and needs. And see, if you are controlled, if you are the controlled man, all you can do is fulfill her wants. But if you are the uncontrollable man that does everything on his own terms, but not just on his own terms, everything that you do is on your own terms. What you see is what you get. The way I text, the way I talk, the way I am one-on-one with you is always going to be the same current. And that is what we are trying to get you guys to see. See, I don't want you to put on a jacket or a shirt that makes you uncontrollable. This has to come from the inside and believing of what you can do. The power of your man, your king, your warrior, your lover, and all those things we talk about. Those are the things that give you the power to be the uncontrollable man. Because when a woman loses control, she has no idea what you're going to do next. And that to her is very exciting. See, the thing about women is they don't want you to know the truth about what it's going to take to get them to submit, because what you've been watching on TV, movies, and watching on and probably hearing from mom or dad who's sleeping on the couch is happy wife, happy life. Everything you need to do is make her happy. Well, as an uncontrollable man, it is not my job to make you happy, because happiness is something that I can't give you. But what I can give you is uncontrollable feelings and make you feel special at the same time. That's what I can do. And see, that's the drug that gets them addicted to you. Remember, curiosity, attention, then attraction. See, most guys who are in control will get a curiosity and will get some attention. But the uncontrollable man becomes more the attraction and the addictive side because women can't figure him out. Always remember, when you're dealing with a woman, what she does when she meets you, she always goes, what we say, first she meets you. And then what she does is she goes into the past to figure out what kind of individual you are. And then based off of who you are in the past, she's going to go into the future. And then she's going to realize what the future was like with that individual. And then you're going to see her in the present like that. So an example is, if you're nervous, you don't have confidence, you're seeking permission, you're walking on eggshells, she goes into her past and looks that up in her files, and she sees a guy that is unsure of himself. He doesn't know what he's doing. He won't call me out on my bullshit. I can walk all over him. He's going to buy me dinners and buy me drinks. Oh, I can control him. Goes into the future. Every guy like that, he's going to put up my Christmas lights. He's always going to be there for me. He's always going to beg and plead for my attention. So then she's going to want to has dealer's choice. Do I want to make this guy my chauffeur? Do I want him to be the guy to buy my dinners and drinks? Do I want him to be the shoulder to cry on? What do I want him to be? But I always tell you guys, do your homework. Look up 50 Shades of Grey. Look up romance novels and see the sales on those things. And it is not the sales that I want you to think about. I want you to think about what is inside that book that makes women go crazy and read those kind of books. It is because there is an individual in there. And like I say, if y'all play video games, y'all know about Easter eggs. They are always talking about and they're always discussing a certain kind of man. If you look at TV shows, I mean, I'm going to give you some from back in the day. I mean, there was like Beverly Hills 90210, Seinfeld, Martin. You name any kind of TV show out there, they had the regular controllable man, but they always had an alpha male asshole in every single show. And he was the one that always got the women. But it was the same thing that, excuse me, I changed my arm, what you call it? It was the same thing, guys, that she reads about in those damn books. It is the uncontrollable guy that walks into town, flies into town, or drives into town, that runs into a woman, a wife, girlfriend, living woman, you name her, that is in a boring, controlled environment. She controls the whole entire relationship. He is always walking on eggshells for fear that he may lose the woman. But then she meets this uncontrollable guy that lives for himself. He is his own source of happiness. He does what he wants to do. He doesn't do things on her terms. He does everything on his terms. And that not only shifts from her wants, but it shifts for her not just being angry, mad. It's messing with her emotions because she can't control him. And the fact that she can't control him is becoming more addictive to her because what is it about this guy that is different from maybe the guys that I'm with or the man I'm with? This guy is excitement. This guy does things when he wants to do. And I've always told you guys, the way she sees you outside the bedroom is the same way she sees you in the bedroom. And that's why it's important. Ask yourself the question. If you are nervous, if you walk on eggshells, you have fear, you don't speak up for yourself, you're always seeking permission, you're allowing her to walk all over you, talk about other men, and you're always trying to buy your way into sex, what are you gonna be like in the bedroom is the question that you've got to ask yourself. Think about that for a second. Are you gonna be the guy that is gonna be that roller coaster ride of emotions? Are you gonna be that guy that can take her, not only her mind, but her body to a level that she's never been on? Or are you gonna be the same cookie cutter guy that she is used to? That's the question that you've got to ask yourself. Because one thing I can tell you, and if you don't believe me, just listen to me going on the chat room. Look at all the women and look at them just throwing themselves at me based on the shit that I say. And if I chose to talk to any of those women, I'd get them. It'd be easy as in going live with her, talking to her, getting her off, getting her information, having her send me nude photos, setting up her, and I fly to go see her or she comes see me. That can happen. But it just can't happen for me. It can happen for each and every one of you. But the question that you've got to ask yourself, and this is the most important thing, what kind of man do you want to be at the end of the day? Do you want to be the controlled man who is always waiting for life to happen to him? Always playing defense, just waiting because of the fears, the anxiety, not having confidence? Or do you want to come across the street and become the uncontrollable man that dictates everything, that can say no, I'm not seeking her permission. I'm not going to do anything for her. Now, don't get me wrong. In the bedroom, that's a whole different story. We're not talking about the bedroom. What I'm saying is a man that can stand on his name, and who he is. And that's all you need. You don't need to take her out to dinner. She doesn't want your dinners. She doesn't want your meals. She doesn't want your drinks. The only thing she wants from you is you and your time, because she knows that other women are vying for the same time and attention from you. That's why we want you to become the uncontrollable man. Because when a woman meets an uncontrollable man, what happens is, guys, she begins to do what? She begins to lose control. She loses control of everything that she's saying. She loses control of everything that she's doing. And that's why we want you to be that guy. Be the uncontrollable man at the end of the day. Learn how to be that. I didn't mean to go too long, but I just wanted to tell you guys that, look, there's always going to be two types of people in this world. There are going to be those that make things happen. Then there's going to be all the rest. The question is, do you want to be that uncontrollable man? Not just saying you want to be it. See, the thing is about a real man, he doesn't have to ever tell a woman that, hey, look, I'm uncontrollable. It is your actions. It is your behaviors. It is what you say when you approach her. It's how you text her. It's how you are when you're on the phone with her. It's how you are when you're face to face to her that shows her that, wow, I'm not used to this guy. See, the uncontrollable man is something that they're not used to. They're so used to the regular guy that they are always in control because they know your every move before you make it. And that's why we always push to you guys to not be different. Let me get over. Not try to be different, but be different. Be great. So I just wanted to holler at you guys. I know I usually don't go long. This is Ryan with the Dean, but I wanted to tell you guys that you can be that man. It is inside of you. You just got to get down there and find it and unlock him. But it is not just saying it. It's living those things. And if you can live those things, if you can stop kissing her ass and stop walking on eggshells and stop the fear and stop seeking permission and stop begging for her time and stop allowing her to disrespect you, then what's going to happen is she's going to start to see some things that are inside of you that are going to trigger her needs over her wants at the end of the day. Anyway, guys, I'm the motherfucking Dean, man. Like I say, get a chance if y'all can. Go back and look at the last few videos I posted me on the dating chat line. And just look at the women just throwing themselves at me, wanting to talk to me, loving what I'm saying, loving all that stuff. That's what I want for you guys. You can have that if you become that uncontrollable man at the end of the day, man. Anyway, man, I will see you guys on Tuesday, man. Y'all have a very good day. You know, hey, don't forget my Cowboys, baby. We're going to do some things. Anyway, so y'all check that out. We got 3 shows on Tuesday and everything. We're going to be chopping it up with you guys. Make sure y'all check us out. www.themanmindset.com if y'all want to get with me. Holler at me at themanmindset@gmail.com. Send me a phone number. I'll call you. Let's talk. Let's set you up a program where you can start your pathway to becoming the uncontrollable man. All right, guys. You have a good one. Holler at you later. Peace.